Trap, trap, trap media. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Happy Sunday. Pastor Trap, Bishop Trap. We preaching this morning. Last night we had a lot of people in the boxing community. Favorite fighter Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. Undisputed matchup. And I'm sorry to say, but I was very no. I'm not gonna start up because y'all gonna be, oh, you hating. You hating. Why you hating? You waking up early hating. Let me say this. Congratulations to Devin Haney. Congratulations to Bill Haney. They were very tactical in their approach. And from the beginning, sometimes it looked like it wouldn't happen at the end. That's why you do have to have faith. You do have to stay prayed up. And as long as you put in the work, sometimes things just end up working out. Salute Ghost. Ghost in the building. Trap, I grew with you for once. But look, check out what I'm saying. I was from an entertainment standpoint, strictly from a fan. I'm not knocking Bill. I'm not knocking Devin as far as the journey and all that. We understand how important it is for fathers to be in their kids' life. And Devin is the ultimate result of that. Devin is the ultimate result of you can be just cool and accomplish great things by having your pops around. You can be just cool and accomplish great things by staying faith in their God. You know, they always giving praise to Allah and all that. So that's something that you should look up to. My only issue is that I think gonna be a problem later on is, can Devin sell pay-per-views? Is Devin gonna be able to really attract people to watch on their own? Because when Tank was fighting last week, all my casual friends would say, "Oh man, how I get the Tank fight?" Everybody hyped. Talk like after when I go on all the boxing shows, everybody for hours was talking about Tank's performance, Rolly, all that. It was a show. The stars was out. But after this Devin performance, I happened to be on somebody's channel and they was talking about Rolly and Tank, and it's been a week later. So my question is, it was a yawn fest, and why is everybody acting like, this was some great? I don't know. It's like everybody brainwashed, and that's my kind of problem with the YouTube boxing community. It's like once the heads start pushing the narrative, then everybody else, it's like nobody thinks. It's just like, oh yeah, this is that, this is that, this is that. That's not silver. It'll be clearly silver. They'll tell you it's gold, and now everybody is saying, oh man, that's gold. Oh, he'll whoop Tank ass. Like y'all didn't see Kambosos landing flush shots. Now he didn't do it a bunch, but there were points that if that's Tank on that other end of that punch, that could be dangerous for Devin. That's most likely going to be lights out because he doesn't have what it takes to keep you off of him. And the only thing that he didn't bring out last night was that kind of Robert Easter inside tall guy fighting in the paint. But even doing that against a Tank Davis is going to put him out. Now, what he has going is by Tank being on the other side of the street, most likely these guys may never match up. I don't think he makes it to Tank, and I don't think he makes it out of this top ranked contract because he has to face Lomachenko. And I think an aggressive, skilled, strong-minded, willing to take some shots, because he's not going to be hesitant with Devin Haney like he was with Teofimo Lopez, because they're not the real highlight. Remember, George Kambosos is average. A lot of people don't really think he did well against Mickey Bay. The Selby fight, like, this is an average guy who had a great night against Teofimo Lopez. All the stars aligned. And, he kind of got overhyped when he really wasn't that guy. But when Devin has to really fight one of those guys, like a Lomachenko, like a Tank Davis, I think Loma can stop him. The same aggression that Loma came in those back rounds against Teofimo Lopez, he's going to come out early. He's already put it in his head when he was fighting the Nakatani. He's not worried about the being tall or the jab or anything like that. He's been through enough battles, and he's prepared to do what it takes to get this guy out of here. So I'm just saying, celebrate right now. Be happy right now. It's a great thing for Devin. I'm happy he's the first one of the bunch. I'm happy it wasn't Loma. being the first one to go undisputed and all that. But count your days, because I don't think George takes this rematch. If it is, I think it's to highlight Keyshawn Davis, and I think the fight will be in the States, because Keyshawn had mentioned that Bob said he would get the shot at undisputed. So I'm not sure whether he's the backup, because during the press conferences, Bob said that on the third fight it would be Lomachenko. So I'm not sure if Bob is just holding Keyshawn on standby. And I also tweeted to Shakur, Loma already had his opportunity. You guys are all on the same network. If you feel that you want that undisputed matchup and Bob doesn't want you to undispute at 130, then you move up and you make it an issue and you stand on that Terrence Crawford stuff that Bob showed favoritisms to other fighters over black fighters, and you get your undisputed matchup, because a great performance against Devin could make Shakur a pay-per-view star. He has the right backing in Jay Prince. We know Drake comes along with that. The Ghetto Boys podcast. Just he's with Lyric Michelle, all that. So he has a lot of the same things. It's not that Devin doesn't have the surrounding things with Dame Lillard, the Bay, E40, and all that. He just doesn't have the style to captivate the fans at this point, and I don't really see it. I think his peak is at 135. I see him going to 40 and 47 struggling, because those guys are really going to walk through him. So I think it's best for him to keep that nutritionist and stay at 135 as long as possible, because the road only gets tougher from here. But again, I'm not going to tear Devin Haney down. It's much respect to him, much respect to his father. Like I said, Allah been blessing all the ox. Rollo only got 4 years left when many thought he was getting ready to get life. Bill Haney got granted his visa at the last second, and Devin Haney just undisputed. Happy Sunday. Praise Jesus. If you're a Christian, Allahu Akbar to all my Muslims. Shout out to Devin Haney for undisputed. And like, share, subscribe. Trap Media USA. Bishop Trap. Drop that trap house and the cross in the chat for me. I'm off.